everybody, this is Charmy Bee, a tracker from the Chaotix, and today I will be reading you all the Berenstain Bears and Left 4 Dead crossover fanfiction written by the Shadow Lioness. Well, I'm reading the chapter 12 of this story. Now, this is apparently SBO gave us a copy of the story to read through it, and so Vector assigned me to read the 12th chapter of this story. So I thought, well, why not? I don't think it would hurt for me reading this. And for those who are wondering, nah, zombies aren't real, so don't worry. I've seen Night of the Living Dead, which is a classic film, so don't worry. I know what's real and what's not. Zombies, for one, are not real. Anyway, without wasting any more time, let's get reading. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Shadow Lioness, for giving us permission to read your story. Now, let's get on reading. The group was all rested up and was ready to move on. Zoe used her hunting rifle to shoot a couple of zombies down before the group can head on out. Sister can see that something was up with Zoe. Then she could hear a group of 3 bears being silly and teasing the infected. Sister, who are those 3 other bears? One of them is not brother, is it? Zoe asked. No, that's Too Tall and his no-good gang. They're all up to their no-good tricks, Sister replied as the tank chased Too Tall and his gang ran away. As they ran away screaming, Zoe and Sister laughed. Well, let's go find brother at the boathouse, Zoe replied. All right, people, rest is over. It's time to head on out. Zoe says the coast is all clear, Bill said, as everyone got down from the church and they walked down through the town. I remember this place. It somehow reminds me of something, Zoe said. They soon found a house not far from the movie theater. Look, a house. It looks like it was open a long time ago, Sister pointed out. Maybe there's something we can use in there, Zoe suggested. Boys, wait here with Mama and Papa while me and Sister go and investigate that house. We'll call you guys if we need you, Zoe said. Sounds good. We'll guard this house, Frances said, as Zoe and Sister walked inside the house. They didn't see anyone inside. This house is familiar, Zoe said. What did you say? Sister asked. Nothing really, Sister. Just that I knew who owned this house, Zoe replied as she looked at the stairs. She knew it was her house, but didn't want to tell Sister the truth. Are you okay? Sister asked, seeing that Zoe was pale. I'm fine. Why don't you explore down here while I go upstairs? Zoe handed a gun to defend herself if she was in trouble. If you see something useful, then come upstairs and show me, Zoe said as she watched Sister roam around on the first floor. She walked upstairs to find a bedroom in a mess with a broken window. Zoe was about to take another step when she heard a crack beneath her feet. She crouched down and picked up a picture. It was a man and a woman. It was a man and a woman with a kid. It didn't take long until Zoe realized that she and Sister were in her house before the infection started. Zoe then realized that the picture she stepped on was her and her parents. Oh, this one's when the flashback starts. Carolyn, a semester and she is already dropping out? Wait, hey, I work, all right? The fight with Zoe's parents went on and on. It felt like forever until an intruder walked in and bit Carolyn. She screamed in pain. Wait, Zoe, call 911. Zoe, yes, Dad. She calls 911. Then a zombie Carolyn walked towards Wade and bites him. He shoots her and she was dead. Zoe dropped the phone and ran towards her dad. Zoe, Dad, oh my God, I can't. I'll stop the bleeding. Wait, Zoe, it's too late, my dear. You know in every zombie movie we watch together, you know how to kill them. You must kill me so I don't turn and do the same thing to you. Coughs and hands her his gun. I love you, Zoe. I love you too, Zoe said, tearing up. I love you, Dad. Zoe teared up and shoots him. And a flashback. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, sorry. That almost got me. Anyway, and a flashback. Zoe then seeing that she may be the last woman on Earth, and the thought of having the flashback of her mother being killed and her having to kill her dad so he wouldn't be a zombie was heartbreaking. Zoe stared down at the picture and began to cry a little. Sister saw Zoe in a room and was worried. Did you find anything? She asked as Zoe quickly hid the picture of her and her family in her sweater pocket. Nothing really, sister. It's just a picture of the owners that lived here. I knew them. They were really close. They were close, like really close, Zoe said as she looked at Sister. Did you find anything? I found a clue. Sister showed Zoe a candy bag full of Halloween candy. This must be Brother's Halloween candy. Well, lucky us. This must tell us that we're getting close. Zoe and Sister exited out of the house, and they saw a tank. He shoved a car, knocking Francis and Zoe down into the ground. They needed help, so Bill, Louis, along with Mama and Papa, were gunning the tank down while Sister helped Francis and Zoe up. They shot the tank down. Francis was healing himself while Zoe was trying to walk, but she was limping. You're limping, Sister said as Zoe sat down. Sister, can you heal me? She asked as Sister saw that there was a first aid kit not far from where the van is. Papa, is anyone using this? Sister asked. No, sweetie, but you can use that, Papa replied as Sister was starting to heal Zoe from the pain. Ow, 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 Zoe groaned in pain. Okay, you okay? Did that hurt? She asked. A little, Zoe said as Sister healed her friend up. Thanks, Sister. Zoe then showed her friends the candy bag that Sister found. And this is where I will stop for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 of Charmy Bee reads chapter 12 of the Berenstain Bears and Left 4 Dead crossover fan fiction.